A fruit drink is made using 1.5 liters of apple juice and 450 milliliters of mango juice. Write the ratio apple juice to mango juice. It's the simplest one. So I have apple juice is 1.5 liters, mango juice is 450 liters, 450 milliliters. As you know, we cannot just reduce the lowest term because liters and milliliters are not the same units. So we convert the big unit to a smaller unit. So how many milliliters are inside 1 liter? 1000. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. So multiply this by 1000, you have 1500 milliliter ratio 450 milliliter. Then you can cancel the units out and divide this one by something common. So what is common? 150 can divide both of them. 150 here is 3, 150 here is 10. So this is 10 ratio 3. 1 liter of fruit juice, 1 liter is shared between 3 cups. The amount in the cups is in ratio that. Now, 1 liter is shared. So 1 liter, convert 1 liter to milliliter. 1 liter is 1000 milliliter. So you want to share 1000 milliliter into this ratio. Add the ratios. 9 plus 6 plus 10 should give us 25. So divide 1000 milliliter over 25 should give us 40 milliliter. Then multiply each of the ratio by 40. This is ratio 1. So ratio 9 should be 9 times 40. So 9 times 40 should give us 360. So this should be 360 milliliter. 6 times 40 should give us 240. It should be 240 milliliter. Then you have 10 times 40 should be 400. It should be 400 milliliter. If you add all these figures, you get 1000. Now let's look at the C part, the 1C. A shop buys bottles of fruit drinks for $3.2. It sells them at a profit of 50%. Calculate the selling price of each bottle. So we know that the cost price plus 15% of cost price should give us the selling price, which is $3.20. So if you add this to 100% plus 50% is 115% times the cost price. Okay, so you can get the cost price. That's it to mix up. I was thinking this is selling price, so we're going to do it again. This should have been correct if this was the selling if this was the cost price, if it was selling price, but I think this is the cost price. So we have done it wrongly. So the cost price is 320. Profit is 15% times 3.20, and that should be $0.48. So the selling price should be 3.20 plus 0.48. That should be $3.68. The number of bottles of drink sold has grown exponentially at a constant rate of 12.5% per year. 5 years ago, the shop sold 16,620. Calculate the number of bottles sold this year. This can be, we can use the formula for compound interest. So let's say the formula for compound interest is amount equal to principal times 1 plus rates over 100 principal t. So using this formula, I can say that the amount this year is what I'm looking for. The principal should be the amount 5 years ago, 16620 multiplied by 1 plus r is 2.5 over 100. What's the power time? How many years? 5 years. So if I should multiply this, I will get my answer. So that gives me 18804.005. Approximately, I have 18804 bottles. Okay, next part. The bottles of juice are 18.5 centimeter tall, according to the nearest meter. Let me write that as bottles 18.5 cm plus or minus, correct the nearest millimeter. So plus or minus half of this millimeter, 0.5 mm. Then we have the shelf. Then shelf is 23 centimeter. Distance between the shelves is 20 centimeter according to the nearest centimeter plus or minus centimeter. Half of centimeter is 0.5 cm. Now, this centimeter and centimeter, they're the same, but these ones are different. I must change this one to centimeter. That is 18.5 cm plus or minus, convert millimeter to centimeter divided by 10, 0.05 centimeter. So we are now looking for the distance between the shell. Okay, calculate the lower bound of the distance d between the top of the bottle and the shell. That means we are doing distance coming. We are doing distance d is the shelf distance minus the bottle. But I'm coming. Let me write this again. Now, since you're looking for the lower bound, the lower bound of this. So to get lower bound, you need to get lower bound of shelf minus upper bound of bottle. So lower bound of shelf, upper bound of bottle. That to give the smallest answer possible. What is the lower bound? Lower bound of shelf. Lower bound of shelf is the 23 minus 0.5. So you have 23 minus 0.5. Upper bound of this is 18.5 plus 0.05. 18.5 plus 0.05. So if you solve this, you're going to get 22.5 minus 18.55. That should give us 3.95 centimeters. Now, next question is a geometry question. Now, we have this diagram. Find the value of A and the value of B. A and 38, there are angles on the straight line, but they meet at the plane. A plus 38 is 180 degree. Angle in a straight line. A becomes 180 minus 38 degree, and that is 142 degree. A is 142 degree. A and B, they are alternate angles. A and B. So B is equal to A, which is what 142 degrees. If you like, write the reason of alternate angles. This one is straight line or supplementary. So so that means B is 142 degrees. Calculate the interior angle of a regular 12-sided polygon. So to look for the interior angle, first of all look for the exterior angle. So the exterior angle is always 360 degrees divided by number of sides, which is 360 degrees divided by 12 sides, 30 degrees. Then the interior angle is 180 minus exterior angle, which is 180 degree minus 30 degrees will give us 150 degrees. Now, this is a circle geometry question. Find the value of f and the value of g. F is made at the point N by chord PM or MP. The chord MP makes angle F. For this chord MP makes angle with tangent. So this angle made with tangent should be equal to this angle F. It's called the alternate segment theorem. So F should be equal to 56 degrees. If you like, I let them know that you are doing the alternate segment theorem. So F is 56. Now G is in a triangle that is isosceles because this line are equal. So since it is isosceles, this angle also should be equal to G. Then you should look for this one. This one here is a center made with chord MP. So the same chord that makes F makes makes angle at O. So this should be twice of this. So this angle should be 2F. Okay, should be 2F. So angle MOP. MOP angle should be 2F, which is 2 times 56 degree, which is what? 112 degrees. Now there's a triangle. In triangle MOP, these three angles should be equal. 112 degree plus G should give us sum of angle in a triangle is 180 degrees. 180 degrees. So 2G becomes 180 degree minus 112 degree. So 2G becomes 68 degrees. So G should be 68 divided by 2, which is 34. So it should be 34. Now we have another circle set of question. The diagram shows exactly quadrilateral. Find the value of k. I can first of all look for the angle here. So this angle at this point, this one here is 180 minus 24 degree plus minus, okay, plus 27 degree bracket, 180 minus 51 degree. That gives us 129 degrees. So the angle is 129. Then K and 129, they are opposite angle is exactly quadrilateral. K plus 129 degrees should be 180 degree. K then should be 180 degree minus 129 degree, and that is 51 degrees. Although K is equal to this plus this, but I don't want my student to be cramming that because there might be, it can lead to confusion. I'll just follow this pattern. Now we have a statistic question. The table shows the time that each of 40 students take to travel to school. Calculate an estimate of the mean. So to do this, I will need to find the midpoints. X, which is, okay, let me say midpoint. Let me call it X. So midpoints for these two, add the first and the last divided by 2. I have 5. The lower bound, upper bound divided by 2, 35. That should be 35 and 17.5. Lower bound, upper bound divided by 2 is 2.5. Lower bound, upper bound over 2, 50. So these are my x values. Frequency, I call it f. Okay. Then I'll need something like fx. Multiplying them together. This should give me 15. This should give me, this should be 3.5. Then let me say it's 2.5 times 15. That should be 437.5. And it should be 200. If I add them together, what will I get? Let me add them together, plus 200, plus 315 plus 15. That will give me 1017.5. And then sum of frequency, if I add all this together, sum is, sum of f is 50, is 40, because it was stated at the beginning that 40 students. So this one is sum of fx. This is sum of fx. So the mean is summation of fx divided by summation of f. So this is sum of fx. Sum of fx is this one, 1017.5. Sum of f is 40. This one giving 40. If you divide, you get your answer. So dividing, I'm getting 25.4375 is not recurring decimal. I can just put it 45.4, 25.44, 25.4, 25.4 minutes, because it should be in minutes. Now, next part, on the grid, draw a histogram. Now to do this histogram, you have to normally the height of the histogram should be the frequency. Now, but if the class weights are different, then you go to use frequency density. So if I'm having this, that means I'm going to use frequency density. Then what is frequency density? It is the frequency divided by class weights. So let me go and look for the class weight and then can divide. So let me remove all these values here. Let me remove all these values. I need my class weight now. So let me do class weight. So class weight here, upper bound minus lower bound is 10. Class weight here 5. Class width here is 15. Yeah. And the class width here is 20. So to get the frequency density, I'll divide frequency by class width. Dividing this to get 0.3. Dividing this to get 3.6. Dividing this to get 1. Dividing this to get 0.2. So now this will be the height now. This becomes our height, histogram height. So now let's check from 0 to 10 should have height 0.3. 0 to 10 should have height 0.3. There are 10 boxes here. So counted 10 boxes. So 3 of them is 0.3. So this point should give us 0.3. Then I measure up to this point and I have 10. Roll it down. The next one is 10 to 25 is 3.6. Sorry, this should not be 5. This is 15. It should be 1.2, not 3.6. It's 15. 25 minus 10 is 15. That should be 1.2. So then that means that 10 to 25 should be 1.2. 25 is somewhere around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.2. I have 0.2 here. So rolling this, I should get something like this. Error. I've got that one. The next one should be 1. 25 to 40 should be 1. So 40 should be 1. This is 1. Then I should have 40 to 60 should be 0.2. This is my histogram. Two students are selected at random from the 40 students. Calculate probability that one student takes more than 25 minutes and the other takes 10 minutes or less. Now let's say this is group A that takes more than 25 minutes. So how many students takes more than 25 minutes? Let us go and check. 25 minutes. This point is 25-minute point. So from here above, this is the point where m is bigger than 25. All these values here are bigger than 25. So how many of them? 15 plus 4. So that should give us 19 students. There should be 19 students here. So 15 plus 4 takes more than 25 minutes. So this group should have 19 of them. Now another group takes 10 minutes or less. So this is group B. 10 minutes or less. Let's look how many takes 10 minutes or less. So this point is 10 minutes. So this is 10 minutes or less. There are just 3 of them. Only 3. So this group, there are just 3 of them. So the second group should be 3. So calculate the probability that one student takes that. So the probability is equal to one of them. So when you pick one, then you pick the other one, A and then B. And it could be the other way. It could be taking B first before A. So if you add these two together, you get your answer. So how do you know A and then B? A is 19 out of 40 students. So 19 over 40 multiplied by B is 3. Out of how many? 40? No. You have taken 1, so it will be 1 less 40. So 40 minus 1 is 39. So this should be the remaining out of 39 students. Or means plus. B, if you're taking this 3 first, 3 out of 40. And then you take from A, that should be 19 out of 40. No, 39. If I multiply this, I'll get my answer. These two are actually the same thing. So if you're multiplying, you should get something like 57 over 780. Am I saying the right thing? Okay, 3 can divide this. I should be getting something like 19. No, 3 can divide this. So, no, 3 can divide here. 19, this is 13. 13, then I will have 260. So that's the final answer, 19 over 260. Now, this is some information about the time that 200 people took to fill a questionnaire. The longest time was that median, lower quarter, upper quarter. Okay. Write down the shortest time taken. That should be shortest time. Range is longest minus shortest. You know that the range is 25. The longest is 30 minus shortest. So if you rearrange, you should get 5. That means shortest is 30 minus 25, which is 5. 5 minutes should be the shortest. So now with this, we can now draw a box and whisker plot. Let's first start with the shortest is 5, so I'll mark 5 here. Then the lower quartile is 8, I'll mark 8 here. The median is 22, mark 22 here. And then the upper quartile, okay, we have an interquartile range. Now, interquartile range, this one is Q3 minus Q1. Q1 is the upper quartile. So I'm not giving the upper quartile, I'm only giving the lower quartile. So Q3 is the lower quartile. So this one here is this one, lower quartile. So look for the upper, this is the lower quartile, this is the upper. So the upper quartile we don't know yet, but tell you that interquartile rate is given as 19. 19 equal to Q3 minus Q1 lower quartile is 8. So I take this one across, so 19 plus 8 is upper quartile. So Q3 should be 27. So that should be 27, somewhere around here. And then the upper bound. Upper bound should be the longest. This is the upper bound. This is the upper bound. Upper bound. Longest. 30. So we've got all these values. So we can now do our box and whisker plots. Let me put that around here. I can make the box and plot to look like this. Okay. Let me make it a little bit thicker so that you can see what's going on. And then I have this line, just draw this line that you have traced out, this line that you have marked. And this one, this point, just draw it like this. And this one, draw it like this. And this one, draw it like this. And then you have your values. I can connect this one this way. Connect this at the middle. box and look at plots plotted. So now next part. Judge says that 101 of the 200 people took more than 22 minutes to fill the questionnaire. Explain why it's wrong. Now, we can say that 22 minutes is the median. So the median at this point 22 minutes. I expect that there should be 100 here and 100 here, except 22 is part of the values. So if 22 part of the values, there are 50 values. So the median position should be 2. There should be 2 numbers in the median position. If they are different, then there should be 100 on both sides. If they're the same, there should be 99 on both sides. So let's assume that if there if no value is 22, then if you have 100 values on both sides on both sides of median. If two values are 22, then 99 values on both sides of median. The examiner should understand this. You are right. Now, the reason for this is that since cumulative frequency is 100 is 200, okay, then median position should be 2, which is half of 200, which is 100 and 101. So that if you are taking 2 out, that means you are left with 198 divided by 2. So 200 minus 2 is 198. 198 divided by 2 should give you 99 on both sides. Except no value is 22. You're going to divide 22 to 100. The median is just taking the average of the two numbers on both sides of the median. Now we have
This is what we do in the masterclass, really. We try as much as possible to ensure that we're able to properly, right, teach learners how they can properly understand, interpret the question as much as possible. We dive deeper than just a past paper to ensure that at the end of the day, they're able to fully understand any question that is being administered to them.
a measuration question. Diagram shows a tank in the shape of half of a half cylinder of radius 12 centimeter and length 1 meter. The tank is fixed horizontally and is completely filled with water. Calculate the volume of water in the tank. Completely filled with water. So just calculate the volume of the cylinder divided by 2. Now, to do that, we're going to calculate it in centimeter. So the radius of this tank is 12. So the volume, calculate the volume. Volume is the area of the base is pi r square, but it's half of a cylinder. So divided by 2. This is the sectional area multiplied by perpendicular length, which is 1 meter or length. I'll just say pi r square h cylinder over 2. Then pi times radius is 12 squared over 2 times 1 meter is 100 cm. 100 cm. If you do this, everything should be in cube because there is cm square here. So if you solve this, what you will get? Shift and then pi times 12 squared times 100 divided by 2. So if you're getting something like 22619.4, okay, 7 centimeter cube to the nearest 10 centimeter should stop at this point. So that means we're going to approximate 22620 centimeter cube should be the volume. Now, the next question, water is removed. This is the three. Okay, this next question should be 5 marks. Water is removed from the tank until the level of water is 6 centimeters below the top of the tank. Calculate the volume of water that is now in the tank. We need to know that if this is 6, the radius is 12. So remaining here is 6. But let us know that this is still 12 here. And this is 6, this is 12. You can easily calculate this volume by, then we're going to draw another line. So we have a sector that comprises this triangle and segment. This segment is what we're looking for. This is segment, and everything is sector. So let us see if we can calculate the area of the sector for sectional area now. So this now let's look for this angle here. Okay. So to find this angle, we have a triangle like this. Here is 6. Here is 12. Let's find this angle. This angle should be 60. So let's say this angle is theta, adjacent hypotenuse. So cos theta should be 6 over 12. Theta should be cos inverse of 6 over 12 or 1 over 2, which is 60 degrees. So that angle is 60 degrees. So everything here, so this is 60, this is 60. This is because this line and this line, they are the same, they are both radius. So that means these two should be equal. 60 plus 60, we should have 120 degrees. So sector area should be 120 the angle over 360 times pi r squared. Let me write it as 120 pi right down first. Yeah, and theta. So that means we have 120 over 360 times pi times 12 squared. That should be what? That should give that is 150.796. Okay, then we can look for the triangle area. This triangle has 6, and this is 12, and this is 12. We can use half AB sine theta. Half A and B are 12, 12, the two sides between the angle, times 12 times 12 times sine. The angle is 120 degrees. If I do this, I'm going to get so that should be should be sector minus triangle, and that should be 150.796 minus 62.354, and that should be 88.442. So with this, calculate the volume of water in the tank now. So this is the sectional area. Volume is sectional area times perpendicular length. So sectional area is 88.442. Sectional length is 100 centimeter. So everything should be 8844.2 centimeter cube. So let me say I approximate. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. Let me take it to. Okay, I can write this as 8844.2 cm cube, or I can say 8840 DSF. So understood, because if your answer is recurrent decimal, you can write it in three significant figures. Now the next one, a rectangular fish tank with length 42 centimeter, width 35 centimeter is full of water. A stone lies at the bottom of the tank. When the stone is removed from the tank, the depth of water decreases by 0.2. The density of stone is that. Calculate the mass. Mass per volume is density. So density is mass is density times volume. So let us first look for the volume of the stone. Now know that the length and width are given. You can now multiply by the decrease in height. So volume of stone should be 42 cm times 35 cm times 0.2. That should give us 7 times 2, 288, I believe, centimeter cube. Now, the mass, okay, density, first of all, density is mass over volume. So mass should be density times volume. Then we have our density to be 22, 2.2. 2.2, let me write that again. Gram per cm cube times 288 cm cube. So cm cube will be cancelled by gram per cm cube. So our answer should be 630.6. So 633.6 grams should be our solution. Now, C part, the diagram shows a cuboid. Calculate the angle that AG makes with the base of the cuboid. Now, I need to just look for this line AG, and I have this opposite line GC. So let me say I have something like this. AGC. I need this angle here. So if you do that, you get to have something like this. Now this line is 15. I want to look for this. I don't need this actually. I don't need this. So I have to look for this one, AC plus AG. Now, how do we get line AG? Line AG should be the hypotenuse of that triangle, but in the cuboid, it's the longest diagonal. So how do you solve longest diagonal? The longest diagonal should be the square root of the squares of each dimension. 8 square plus 12 square plus 15 square. And then you should get what? Root 8 square plus. That should be square root of 433, which is 20.809. Now, to find that, we're going to do now that angle. So we're looking for this. This will be 20. Sorry, yeah, this is 20.809. So we have opposite and hypotenuse. Sine theta. Sine theta should be opposite over the hypotenuse, which is 15 over, I can use it as root 433. Theta should be sine inverse of 15 over root 433. So let me say 15 divided by answer. Now shift sine answer. I'm going to get 46.125. 46.125. You leave angles in one decimal place, so 46.1 degree. Simplify that. So I can see that I have 25 to the power 3 over 2. Then x to the power 6 times 3 over 2. That is 5 to the power 2 times 3 over 2. X to the power. This should be 12. And this should be 9. Everything is 125. 125 x to the power 9. Now, these are the first 5 terms of the sequence. That's find the nth term of the sequence. You can see that perceive it is multiplying. We are doing times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. Therefore, this is a geometric sequence. This is geometric or GP, and then or exponential sequence, or we can call it exponential. So the formula Tn is a raised to power n minus 1. A is the first one. A equal to 1 over 6. And R is the common ratio. What is multiplying it is 6. So find the nth term. Nth term is 1 over 6 multiplied by 6 raised to the power n minus 1. This 1 over 6 means 6 means more 6 raised to the power minus 1 multiplied by 6 raised to the power n minus 1. Then we have 6 raised to the power minus 1 plus n minus 1. So that means we have 6 raised to the power n minus 2. That will be our answer. Now expand this one. This is number 5C. First of all, expand the first two. So we have x plus 4 into x minus 3 is x into x minus 3 plus 4 into x minus 3. X squared plus minus 3x, sorry, minus 3x. Then plus 4x minus 12. We have x plus x squared plus x minus 12. So we're going to do x squared plus x minus 12 to multiply 3x minus 1. So you can do this over this, or 3x into x squared plus x minus 12, then minus 1 into x squared plus x minus 12. Multiply this, you're going to get 3x squared cubed. This one will give you plus 3x squared. This will give us minus 12 minus 36x. This will give us minus x squared minus x and plus 12. X cubed, 3x cubed is 0 and half x cubed. These two are half x squared. 3x squared minus x squared is plus 2x squared. That is minus 36 minus 1x, that is minus 37x, then plus 12. The next one, show that, okay, let us show that this simplifies to this. We have 3x plus 5 plus 7 over x minus 2 equal to x. If you're solving the fraction, multiply every term by the LCM of the denominators. We have only one denominator here. So x minus 2 into 3x plus 5 plus 7, that's cancelled out. Okay, let me just show that you're multiplying it. So we have x minus 2 into 7 over x minus 2. Equal to x minus 2 into x. Expand this, we're going to get, okay, x times 3x squared, x times 5 plus 5x minus 6x minus 10 plus this cancel this, I have 7 equal to x squared minus 2x. Let me simplify this first. Okay, I have 3x squared minus x minus 3 is equal to x squared minus 2x. 3 is all across, 3x squared minus x squared, then minus x plus 2x, then minus 3 equal to 0. This and this subtract 2x squared, that is plus x, then minus 3 equal to 0 for marks. Solve by factorizing. So I need two numbers that will multiply to give me 2 times, okay. 2 times minus 3 is minus 6. Two numbers that multiply to give me minus 6, but they will add up to give me plus 3. Two numbers of the different sign because the first and the third are different signs. So I need two numbers that multiply, I will get minus 6, that add up, I will get 1. So those two numbers of the different signs, so that is minus 2 plus 3. So that means I'm going to use minus 2 plus 3. Or let me say factors of minus 6 if you like. Okay. 1 and 6, 2 and 3. But since the middle one is positive, the bigger one should be plus, and the other one should be minus. Okay? So these two add up to give me plus 1. Then I will get to use 2x squared minus 2x plus 3x minus 3 equal to 0. Then factorize this 2, I'm going to have 2x into x minus 1 plus 3 into x minus 1. So x minus 1 between 2x plus 3. And we will have x minus 1 is 0 or 2x plus 3 is 0. In this case, x should be 1 or x should be negative 3 over 2. So 1 or negative 3 over 2 should be the value of x. So next question, a solid cylinder has base radius x and height 3x. Total surface area of the cylinder is the same as total surface area of a solid hemisphere of radius 5y. Show that. Now, cylinder has total surface area of cylinder is flat surface. It has flat surface which has two circles, right? And the two circles should give pi r square times 2 pi r square. The curved part is circumference of each circle times height, 2 pi r times height, 2 pi r h. And then we know that the height is 3 times the radius. So we can factorize it out, or we can just, okay, let's factorize that. What's common? 2 pi r into r plus h. So 2 pi r is x. Then we have x plus h is 3x. So we have 2 pi x into 4x. That is 8 pi x squared. That is for the cylinder. For the sphere, total surface area of hemisphere is an hemisphere, half of sphere of hemisphere is 4 pi r square over 2 because it's half of sphere. The sphere is 4 pi r square. The curved surface is this, is flat surface which will be a circle, which will be pi r square. That should give me 3, 2, and 1. 3 pi r square. And 3 pi r square happens to be 3 pi r is 5y squared. So which is 3 pi 25y squared, which is 75y squared, and pi y squared, sorry. 75 pi y squared. 75 pi y squared. So now they said that these two surface areas are equal. So I can say that 8 pi x squared is 75 pi y squared. So I can solve x squared by writing 75 pi y squared over 8 pi. Pi cancel pi. So x squared should be 75 y squared over 8. Proven.